Hey there. I guess I should introduce myself. My name is Paul Joseph Russell, and this is going to be the first video on my new YouTube channel, Rivendoah. I'd like to tell you a little bit about what Rivendoah is, but first I think I might have a cup of hot coffee, which I'm going to make out here by the fire pit in the woods. Well, before I make a fire, I'm going to need to go ahead and cut some wood. Here we go. I've got my axe, my saw, and I have my knife down in here somewhere. There we go. Yeah, there we are. Now, let's cut some wood. What do you say? Now, one thing I need to do is clear out around the fire. It's been kind of rainy, but I just want to make sure we're all clear from any sparks that might come out. And I'm going to pile my wood here after I cut it. I think that should give us a good start. Don't want any stray sparks. One of the things I did want to talk about was the fact that this is a brand new YouTube channel. I have 0 subscribers, and would really appreciate it if you would like this video, maybe subscribe so that you can get information on upcoming videos that will be talking about the making of Rivendoah and the chronicling of my thoughts on it as I develop it. And I've actually written a good portion of the first book, but the other 2 books are still, I sort of have them basically outlined, but there's a lot in it that still hasn't been resolved. And the developing that comes slowly, and hopefully I can do some of that here during these videos, and you would be the first to see that. So hopefully that would be of interest to you. If you do like the video and you're interested in what I'm doing here, please give me a like and go ahead and subscribe. I'd very much appreciate it. All right, well, I'm going to use my knife here to make some shavings. This wood is fairly dry, even though it has been wet lately. I think this might be enough to get us started. I also have a little bit of bark in here that I collected that I think will also help. Making these nice shavings here. See that? That should get my fire started. I'll get a few more going and then we'll get started. All right. Got some dry pine bark to add here. I'm just going to crush up. And if this doesn't work, we will see if I can try my little fire stick. So let's get that up in there. Let's see what we've got. All right, well, let's see if we can get this thing started. Oh. Looks like I got a little something going. There we go. Finally got a little something going here. Needed to add a little stuff to it to get it to light up, but I think we're good. That's good. Some of this wood is a little damp, so I'm going to put it here on the side. Let it just dry out a little bit. And see if we can get a bank of coals going so I can make my coffee. Now, while we've got the fire going, I'm going to go ahead and pull out some things from my pack that I brought. I brought some 8 o'clock coffee and some of my new items that I got for Christmas for working around the campsite here. All right, I'm gonna lose these. Got my coffee in here. Oops, sprinkling everywhere. Lay that out. And then I've got my gloves, which I had out. My grill. This is a nice 2-thing grill, which I'm going to put over the flame. I've got my kuksa for my coffee. This is my new coffee press I got for Christmas. And then a cup for boiling water in. See what else. I think that'll do it for right now. Love this thing. It's a kuksa, which is a, I think, Scandinavian wooden drinking cup. Very nice. Can't wait to try it. You'll get to watch the maiden voyage of the kuksa. Well, while we're here, I'm waiting for the fire to heat up some coals. I thought it might be a good opportunity to talk a little bit about what Rivendoah is. I'm a writer, and this is going to be the first kind of major novel that I put out, and I hopefully will see this as a trilogy of novels called Rivendoah, and it deals with what happens when people have experienced trauma in their lives and how they cope with it, how they deal with it, and then express this through a fantasy story. I don't want to give too much away, but I'll talk more about it in a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get a little more wood on the fire and see if we can get some coffee brewing. Got my gloves on. Won't get burnt. Let's see how we're doing here. Let's take a peek here. It's starting to burn down a little bit. But I want to build up some nice coals. So let's see what we can do here. Maybe put some smaller stuff back in here. And we're getting some nice coals in here, but we've got a long way to go. Hopefully I'm not going to go through all this wood before I can get my coffee brewed. I think what I'll do, once I get a good flame here, I'm going to pull out my water, which is still in the bag, and see what I can get going here. All right, I think we're looking good. Coffee. All right, let's see what we got here. I just got these over the holidays. One is my coffee press, and is that this one? Yes, this is the coffee press. Put the hot water in here with your coffee, push this down, and puts the grinds at the bottom, and you can pour your coffee right out of here. Now, I'm not boiling it in the cup though. I'm going to use this, which is by the same brand. It's the same brand. It's got this great little nifty zip on it. You can see that. And for hot water, and it's Vestergaard. I think that's how you pronounce it. Let me put that up here so you can see. It's same brand for both. And you know, actually I could set it up so it sits over like this, but I think I'm just going to put it right on the fire. So go ahead and get some water going. We have well water here, so on my land, so I'm going to put some nice well water that I brought with me. And there we go. All right, I got my Hellfire 2 grills in here. Go ahead and pull them out. And you know, I'm probably going to need to do something like this. And we'll put this on the top, like that. Ooh, I need my gloves. Here we go. Got my gloves on now. And I am going to put this pot with the water right on it. See how we do. See how long it takes. Whew. Feels good. That pot is getting nice and black. Guess everything can't stay new forever. All right, I pulled out my coffee. Got it in here, a little coffee thing. So I opened it up to use on the fire, so but that'll make it sprinkling easier. And I got my kuksa here. I think I'm pronouncing that properly. It's a Scandinavian wood carved bowl. And this is a 12. As you can see by the carving, it's a specific brand by Durston. And very nice. I love it. Can't wait to try it out. A little bit more to go. Ooh, man, I'm getting the smoke. Looks like we are at a boil. I can see that thing going. Can you see that? I can hear it boiling. All right, let me go ahead and get that off the fire. I would say we have a nice boil here. Yep. And I would say we are ready for some coffee. I'm going to take this off, let that cool down. And bring this over here. Now let's see how this thing works. All right. Don't need that in my cup. Now I think what I need to do here, put the coffee in. Open that up. That's enough for about 3 cups. And then let's take this hot pot. I think we're just going to pour it on. Whew. Okay, it's not too hot. Hold that. Ooh, yeah. That is going to be good. Looks kind of messy right now, but I think we are going to be in good shape here. Let that steep a little bit. I'm going to keep this covered up, keep it warm, and we'll let it sit a minute. We're in good shape. I think I'm just going to drink it right out of here maybe. Or no, I'll pour it back in here. And put this, ooh, look at that. Yep. Well, that's what happens when you use things. Get a little color. There we go. Now I'm just going to pull that off. And I'm going to make that my cup. Now, while that's steeping, I'm going to see if we can rev this up a little bit to stay warm out here. It is January and it is chilly, but since I live in the middle of the U.S. in the east, it is not too bad. There we go. Got a little flame going. My stir stick, and I think we're looking good. All right, let's see what we got here. I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to move this. And we are going to press this thing very slowly. Press that coffee down. And then I'm going to pour it right in my little teaspoon. I think I was going to pour it in here, but let's see what we got. Might be lots of grounds. I don't know. Ooh, we do got some grounds in there. Pour slowly. Doesn't look that dark either. Let's see, maybe I'll let the second one sit there a little longer. I might press it again. Maybe you can press it twice. All right, let's try this out. Whew. Sorry for my gurgling. I think next time I'll make it a little stronger. I think the other cup that's steeping still might be a little stronger when I do my second cup. We'll see. Sorry, I'll try better, huh? It's hard to drink out of this and not slurp. Now let's bring this thing a little closer. I'm drinking my coffee. And I haven't told you a lot about Rivendoah yet, but I want to. And you know, it's funny, it's something I've been working on for the last couple of years, and was hoping, you know, to have it done sooner. But it's sort of like a it's sort of like a, I mean, I don't know because I'm not a woman, but I would think it's sort of like giving birth in that there's like a gestation period, and slowly it kind of comes to you. You write a little bit, you mull that over, you rewrite it and rewrite it and rewrite it. I have been working on this for about, I don't know, 6 years probably. Seems like a long time, but it also is, in a way, I'm forming the entire length of the trilogy. There are things I don't know about it. I sort of know some important plot points, but in terms of the overall arching pieces that are in place, it's more the emotional journey of each of the characters, especially the main character, Graham Hunter, called Gray. And his name is Gray for a reason, because he is neither black nor white, good nor bad, because of the things that he's been through that lead him to this point in his journey in the book. He is now prepared to do battle with evil, and even evil isn't 100% evil, which it never really is. It has its roots in many of the same things that Gray struggles with, and maybe in a way it's things I'm struggling with inside of me, having experienced some trauma myself. So it's hard to know where the main protagonist ends and I begin, or I begin and he ends. I'm unsure about that. I guess maybe all writers are, because really all characters come from the heart and the soul of the person who's writing them, their experiences. One of the things about the books is that, I have them take place in a city of Richmond, where I lived for many, many years, and now I've moved back to that area. And a lot of the places are very important in the book. I'll give you a couple of hints about that. There's the Egyptian building. You can look it up on the internet, at the Medical College of Virginia at VCU, Virginia Commonwealth University. That plays a central point, and then a plot point. Then, of course, there is the Hollywood Cemetery, which you can look up. That is in Richmond also. And then one of the main features in the story is the true story of the tunnel collapse, the Richmond tunnel collapse, where a train is actually buried in the side of Churchill. It is the origin for a couple of myths in Virginia lore, in Richmond lore, and I play on some of that and take them a little further and invent it in my own way. So this is a story that comes from my heart, and I think in many ways it's healing to me to be able to write this. That's the origin of this story for me as a writer, is to experience healing from things that I experienced in my life. And maybe I'll talk about some of that later. I don't know if you want to get into all that, but we'll see. And so anyway, that's a little bit about what Rivendoah is about. And this channel is to help promote the book as it rolls out. Hopefully this year I will be able to present it to the world and to you guys and to whoever is interested, and see if it's something that people like. I wrote it the way I like to read books. The books that I like to read are sort of the format and the structure and the feelings I feel when I'm writing, when I'm reading a book. I try to instill in the writing of this book. So this is my way to give back to all those writers who entertained me and scared me and made me cry and made me feel lots of different things. And hopefully people that read the book will feel some of those same things. So we'll see. I have to admit this is a little awkward and difficult for me, because I have written many things through the course of my life, but never published a major work. I've gotten awards for some poetry and in my youth, and have written a lot of different smaller things for myself. And so not until it really is out there and I can say, yes, now I'm a writer because I published a book. Whether that makes you a writer or not, I don't know, but you know, there it is. So anyway, cheers. Good. I like it. I do. I am going to put the rest of this wood in the fire. I don't want to leave any burning pieces. And you know, I've made this fire pit here on land that I own. This I own about, or the bank owns it. I guess I'm paying mortgage on it. But I own, Richard and I own about 6.5 acres of land, and I built this, leveled it out, put in a fire pit. Actually drug all of these up from the creek in buckets to make a nice fire pit, and so I'm hoping I can come out here and you know, do a lot more videos. Kind of gives me a place, gives you something interesting to look at while I'm blubbling on and on. And hopefully, I'm just going to throw this in there. Hopefully you enjoy kind of coming out here with me. I'd like you to come along and take up the journey with me if you're interested. So anyway. I thought I'd give you just kind of a bit of a look around so you can kind of see where we are. We're in the middle of there's a bit of a pine barren here, pine forest. There's the fire. And I have built bike trails, which hopefully I'm going to incorporate into some of my videos. And I'll take you down to the creek maybe for the next video, so you can take a look. Anyway, so you might be interested in seeing kind of a broader picture of where we are. And kind of created this little spot here. You can see, nice little fire pit. And this is one of the trails that goes down into the woods. And maybe next time we'll take a walk down there. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed coming out here in the woods with me for a cup of coffee and making a fire and talking a little bit about Rivendoah and what that is. As time goes on, I'll probably maybe talk a little bit more about that so you can kind of get a better picture of what the story is, and if it's something you might want to read or know a little bit more about. So anyway, I'm probably going to make lots of mistakes as a videographer here. Some of this is all very new to me. So I'm trying to remember to look into the camera, but the camera lens, but I just, you know, if you see things that you think I could improve in the videos or things you'd like to see on this space or things about the book, if you have questions, please, you know, engage in the comment section below. I go by Joe, you know, it's Paul Joseph Russell. That's sort of my pen name, my main name, my full name. But I go by Joe, so feel free to ask me questions, and I will respond to every question I get as best that I can. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the video, and look forward to the next one. you're still here? Well, since you're still here, let me tell you one thing. There's going to be a surprise in the next video. I'm going to be premiering the mock-up of the book cover, the jacket, and what that looks like. So make sure you check in on the next video, coming soon. It's good. Safety first.